Well, hello there, Taurus. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you are here. So, Happy New Year. Today, we are going to be taking a look at the energies for you for 2025. So, we'll first take a look at the overall energies for the year, and then we'll go into each of the 4 quarters to see what blessings may be on your path in the new year, and also any obstacles or areas of resistance so you can navigate around those so much more quickly. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. All right, you have giraffe spirit. It says, see the big picture. Okay, so Taurus, this is maybe one of those years where you really have to see the big picture of what it is that you are wanting out of life. So it's the number 29, and 2 plus 9 equals 11, which is a master number. One is all about who are we, right? Why are we here? What legacy do we want to leave behind? How do we want to be remembered? Those are maybe some of the questions that are coming into your mind this year. The other thing is that 2025 is a 9 year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 9. And 9 years are about closing things out, closing perhaps past roles that you have had for the last 9 years. So thinking about your identity, the roles that you have played in relationships, in your career, in life in general, you could be closing some of those out, asking yourself for the next 9 years, starting in 2026, which is a 1 year. What is it I really and truly want for myself? What do I want to give to the world? What do I want to experience? Why am I here? I feel like this is a big year of trying to find that bigger picture in life. Yes, and then choosing your path. All is possible. Now, I'm going to say 9 years are not years where we usually start new things. It doesn't mean you can't start new things, but a lot of times you're preparing to start a new thing in 2026. Okay, so this year you could be finishing school, you could be finishing a certification program. If you're in a relationship, you could be finishing being, kind of like a couple. You could be getting engaged this year, you could be planning your wedding this year, and then actually start your married life next year. The same thing if you're thinking about extending your family, you could be preparing your body, for pregnancy. You could be pregnant this year, but then actually giving birth in 2026. There's a big energy here, I would have to say, where you're kind of like asking yourself, well, what is it that you really want out of life? And then also going a little bit further and saying, what can I do this year to help me prepare for what I may want to do in 2026? Okay, beautiful energy there. I think for a lot of you, it's not necessarily like closing out certain relationships or situations. I think there's this sense here that kind of like the changes that you want to make. This is a year of transforming, of starting to put into place some of the things that you may need to have, like a certification, or if you're thinking about moving or buying a new house in 2026, this is the year where you're really buckling down and saving up for, a down payment or getting your finances in order so you can get the best mortgage rate. This is a year where you're kind of like, I think at the beginning of this year, you're kind of like, what do I want in a year? What do I want to start in 2026, and what do I need to start looking at this year? Okay, yes, because your gift this year is motivation. You're feeling very motivated to make some changes in your life, and it's not a quick fix, It could have something to do with your health too. Really interesting energy I'm getting there. Could have something to do with your health, where you realize you may have a longer journey to get where it is that you want to go. It could be in the past, maybe you were always just thinking about trying to lose weight or start an exercise regime, but now you're seeing the bigger picture, that your health has a lot of different aspects to it. It's not just your weight, it's not just your exercise, it's like meditation, your sleep, eating healthy food, drinking a lot of water. It's kind of like, okay, what is the big picture picture of me being in my healthiest version of myself. What does that look like? And what parts do I need to start working on this year so that I can have the energy, the vitality that I am wanting in 2026? Really, I feel like there's a big move in your life, a big change that you're wanting, or a big goal that you have in mind, that you know that this year you are going to have to kind of like do a little work in order to get prepared. I don't know, this is very specific for somebody, but for some of you, you may be trying to enter some type of a pageant or a contest or competition of some sort, whether that's athletic or, whatever it is. It's kind of like you may feel like I can't, or you could be trying to run a marathon or something like that. And you're kind of like, okay, I know I can't do that in 2025, but this is a long-term goal I have. So this year, maybe your goal is to get in better shape and be able to do a half marathon. And then in 2026, you're becoming a marathon runner, right? Yeah, there's a new beginning here, new people. I feel like you've been playing it safe a little bit. This is an energy of, for some of you, this is about love. Loving man, loving woman, and they're coming out, and then true love. My goodness. For some of you, maybe it is that you're wanting a romance, a new romantic partner in your life. And you know that that's a process. Maybe you're in a relationship right now and you have to end that relationship first, right? And then spend some time healing before you actually try to jump into a new romantic relationship. But there's something here where you're understanding it's a process, okay? I can't say that enough. This is not a quick fix. And Taurus, I think that's why this motivation is coming out, because you have some inner motivation to be able to experience something that you can't experience next week, next month, possibly not even this year. Yeah, this is a year of healing. Look, you have the transformation card, Pluto energy there, Scorpio energy, it's the death card. And healing perhaps from an ending. You may have already ended a relationship, but you're allowing yourself this year to heal, to figure out who you are, what it is that you want next on your path. Sometimes when we have a difficult ending, it's not about making a lot of big changes in our life, right? It's kind of like, okay, to giving yourself a little time to heal, to really reconnect to your inner self, to knowing what it is that you want as you move forward. Yes, because in January, February, and March, you have the orphan energy, okay? This is not new orphan energy. This is like reconnecting to your inner child, reconnecting to any issues that you may have around abandonment or rejection, and just kind of like saying, okay, I'm ready to really do the deep dive. You have the angels of the four directions and the King of Cups here, right? Mastering your emotions, no longer allowing this situation from the past. It is not going to happen in January through March. This is the energy of really and truly allowing yourself to do that deep healing, of no longer allowing any emotions that you may have around abandonment or rejection to rule your world, to control your actions. This is you coming, the King of Cups is not mastering your emotions, right? Allowing yourself to listen to your heart as you move forward, but not to allow the emotions that we all experience, to kind of rule the day is what they're saying. Kind of interesting. Yeah, you have Archangel Michael coming in with the Temperance energy, Sagittarian energy. Just really nice. Seeing the clarity, seeing where it is that you want to go, the Chariot. Where is it I want to go? What path do I want to take? Who am I? What do I want to be remembered as, right? And it's kind of like, I feel like perhaps someone in the past made you feel like you weren't worthy of what it is that you want or you desire, right? That you weren't worthy enough to have what it is that you really and truly want to experience. And this is you finding the clarity. Yes, not only do I know I deserve it, I have clarity about the direction that I want to go in. Even if I can't go from A to Z right now, I know that there are steps I'm going to take, and I'm willing, I'm motivated to take those steps. This is a really awesome blessing. You know, a lot of times when I'm working with people, a lot of times people are saying, I'm not motivated. It's because we don't know our why, right? This is you getting more clarity about why you want to go in a certain direction. You're seeing the big picture of your life. And because of that, you have this intrinsic motivation to get up every single day and to go after your dreams. Yeah, you have the King of Pentacles here. Let's see, Two of Cups, the Emperor, all right? Lots of divine masculine energy there. You could be leaving one, like a King of Pentacles, to go towards an Emperor or something like that. But the King of Pentacles and the Emperor are both people that are very much in control, especially with money, right? It's kind of like allowing money to kind of also help you to, it's not money, it's about your value. Okay, you're seeing clearly what your value is and what you can bring to a connection, to a cups connection, right? It's kind of like somebody in the past may have made you feel like you're not valuable. You don't bring a lot to a connection. Now you're seeing your value. You're understanding that you have a lot to bring to a romantic connection. Beautiful energy there. Very spiritual, I would say, kind of like, you may feel a little bit like going within, having a little bit of a hermit energy, January, February, March, to really kind of do that deep dive, understanding, having the clarity, finding the clarity about what you have to offer to the world and stepping into the energy of feeling motivated and inspired to take the actions to go towards what it is that you really want. Okay, so let's see what we have. April, May, and June. Yeah, I feel once again, it's kind of like you can kind of like, there's this energy of where you can kind of, maybe when you close your eyes and you're meditating, you can visualize where it is that you're wanting to go. You see, both of these are kind of like looking clearly, you know, out into the heavens, out into the future, seeing where it is that you want to go. But I feel like parts of you are going back and forth, still trying to determine which direction you want to go in. If you notice, the Queen of Swords is looking one way, and then this fox is looking in the opposite direction, right? It's kind of like one day you may feel like you want to go this way, and then all of a sudden you get this idea you want to go this way. I feel like that's what you're doing. In January, February, and March, you're understanding, I want to go in this other direction. I know there's a bigger picture out there for me. There's something more that I want out of life, but you may not know exactly like the first step to take or something like that, or am I going to make it, right? That back and forth energy is a little bit like, well, I don't know. Is it really worth it? So let's see what we have here. Yeah, I feel like you have somebody that's going to step in. I love this energy. You're here, you're working on your own, but I feel like there's somebody that's going to invest in you, right? That could be a coach. You could even be hiring a coach, right? A life coach, an exercise coach, a nutritional coach. It's kind of like, I'm doing it, but I can get so much farther along on my path if I have somebody by my side that is encouraging me, investing time and energy into me, like a coach would. It could also be a business partner, or it could be somebody that wants to invest in your business, right? It could also be a family member, especially a male family member, a father. It could be an uncle, it could be a brother, somebody that is also stepping onto your path to help you out, to help you to manifest what it is that you really and truly desire. So this could be, even, a family member that you're trying to buy a new house, you're trying to move somewhere else and buy a new house. And this person says, well, whatever money you save up for your down payment, I'll match it. Wouldn't that be nice, right? It's something where somebody could be stepping in, helping you out. The King of Pentacles is somebody that's generous with their time and their resources, their energy, their knowledge. So it could be if you're trying to start a new business, it's somebody that says, well, I'll mentor you, or, I'll help you out as far as teaching you some tricks of the trade or something like that. So I love that energy. I think one of the things is that you may kind of come into this energy of, well, I'm not really sure this is the direction I want to go in. I think that that's one thing in, April, May, June, you may really want to spend some time around other people, maybe networking, trying to find this King of Pentacles, somebody that has more knowledge about something than you do, to help you to figure out the direction that you want to go in, right? So it could be, once again, you're doing a lot of research on nutrition because you want to eat healthier, but you're having a hard time putting your eating plan together, right? You could be following a diet and it's not really working, and then you try this diet. I don't mean like a diet, but you try this way of eating and you're not getting anywhere. And then you may go to a coach that helps you to put it together. It's personalized. An eating plan that is based on what your body needs nutritionally. Okay, so let's take a look at July, August, and September. Yeah, I do feel like you really are. You're understanding. I only spin my wheels if I don't allow myself to get the help that I need. I think if nothing else, this is a year where you're really trying to get some help, maybe in different aspects of your life, but your overall goal is to prepare. And for some of you, it's to prepare for a new relationship, right? And it's like you want to build your own independence. There's something here about building your own independence before you're actually in a partnership of some sort, whether that's a romantic partnership or a business partnership. It's kind of like, I want to be able to do it on my own first. And this is the energy of attracting in people that can help you to move forward. You may feel like you have been spinning your wheels for some time. Wow, you have the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups. I think that one of the things is that you're perhaps allowing yourself to get, working with a therapist or a healer of some sort, in order to get yourself back into the energy of love, of healing your heart, and allowing yourself to move forward, to kind of forgive. There's an energy of the thing that is holding you back from being able to attract in a true love partner is that you're kind of revisiting the past over and over again. I feel like what you're doing is you're seeking out somebody that says, okay, it is time to put this to an end. Remember, this is a 9-year. It's kind of like, this could be a relationship that you ended even 9 years ago, right? And it's kind of like, I just can't get over this relationship. There's still some energy left there, right? And you're understanding, I'm going to allow myself to work with a healer or a therapist, a counselor, somebody to help me get over this hurdle so that I finally can put this relationship to rest, right? I can walk away in a loving energy so that I can attract in new romantic love. Yeah, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're allowing yourself to end I really feel like it has something to do with a relationship, whether it's romantic or family. It could be family because we have the Six of Cups, but it's allowing yourself to see the lesson in whatever occurred in that relationship. It could be even from childhood with the Six of Cups, but it's allowing yourself to see it in this bigger picture format, in the spiritual sense, and allowing yourself to say, I get it now, right? You're finding some clarity about it so that you can move forward in a loving way. What they're saying is that, we can always choose to see things from a viewpoint of love or from fear. And that is what you are working on. You are wanting to choose to move forward in love. Yeah, beautiful energy. Queen of Cups, sacred temple, right? Queen of Cups, loving yourself, loving who you are becoming, right? Allowing yourself to open your heart to love again. Okay, let's clarify this. Wow, this is beautiful. I think there is, let's go back to the motivation. I think there is something here about being motivated to okay, so what they're showing me is these sailboats. You see the sailboats here in the water. They're showing me those. And I think part of the thing is that in the past, you've allowed yourself to do enough healing that you're in the boat and the wind is in your sails, right? But it's like there's this anchor that is holding the boat back and holding you back from going forward. This is the energy of cutting the rope to the anchor and saying, okay, no more. that anchor, the pain of something that has hurt, that has occurred in the past is done. I'm cutting the rope. I'm letting the anchor go free, right? And I am allowing the wind to carry me forward. Yeah, a little bit of, anchors away, kind of like, yeah, the wind beneath your wings, that type of energy of being able to move forward because you understand, maybe you haven't been able to understand why you couldn't move forward. And now you're kind of allowing yourself to do that deep dive. Yeah, this is, oh my gosh, this is Taurus. I know for some of you, this could be a very difficult, right? It's kind of like, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to deal with that because it may require that you do need to get a little bit of help from a healer or a spiritual teacher or a counselor or somebody. But here you are, by working with others, okay, you step back into your Empress energy, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, right? You're stepping into this energy of really attracting in somebody that is your true counterpart in life. Wow, beautiful energy. And Taurus, it's the sense of, I don't know, it's kind of like finally. It's kind of like finally, because you have done such hard work, such a deep dive here. All right. I think for some, I'm coming back to this motivation again, only because there is a sense where this is part of your soul's journey. There's a sense of, I want to allow myself to do this healing, this deep healing, because I don't want to carry this energy forward anymore in this lifetime or any future lifetimes, right? It's kind of like, there's a sense of knowing that this is part of your spiritual evolution in this lifetime. Wow. Very powerful. Okay, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Taurus, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I have a special 2025 reading up right now where we'll look at each of the 12 months separately so you can have a little bit more clarity about what the year ahead has in store for you. All right, what else could this mean? Yeah, there are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears, right? Looking at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Yeah, I feel like that's what you're doing. You're seeing the bigger picture of something that has maybe been triggering you in different aspects of your life, but seeing the common thread of that, right? Of understanding that those situations are not on their own, that they're somehow all connected. And this is kind of like connecting the dots and allowing that anchor to finally be set free so you can move forward. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Happy New Year. Much love and light. Bye for now.